I walk back home. I get a text from Siri including Hibari's phone number saying she wanted I give you this. This is the first time I got the number of a girl in a long time. That makes me truly happy and, well, optimistic. I am sure that tomorrow will be great. I know that tomorrow will be great. No, you don't. I should make that the topic of my next poem. The end. You now unlocked additional stories. Choose new game can now be chosen on the title screen. That's it. That's seriously where it ends. Like, what? Okay. It just kind of falls off there. All right. Well, they said we can see new stories by clicking choose new game, so I guess we will.
Hello, my name is Makimi, and I am here to explain you this new aspect of the mod. Basically, the game now is a collection where you play stories and unlock new ones. The stories usually take place in another universe or timeline. You don't need to play everything the game has to offer to unlock the final story, but it would still be greatly appreciated. If you want to play the main game again, you can do that via the main game. He has put in effort in all of the story content, and he hopes that this does not ruin your fun with this mod. He is just unique. Yeah, I think that is all. Either choose Amos, Gift, or GUI at the Meaning of Life Club and go ahead and have more fun and unlock more stories. Goodbye and have fun.
Choose a story. Alright, well, I guess we've got a few things we can look at here. We'll go with GUI and the Meaning of Life Club. The school is a very alive place, arguably the most once the school day is done. The reason it is like that is because of the clubs that fill the classrooms. GUI and Kirby are currently roaming through the school halls because they both want to try and find a club they can join. Since both of them are unable to read, they cannot read flyers or labels, so all they can do is enter a club and see what it is about. GUI and Kirby enter the first classroom. They look around and can see 4 girls writing something.
Boyo! Hello, Kirby and GUI. What made you check out the literature club? Boyo!
Kirby says slowly as he hears it is about literature. Kirby knows that Meta Knight likes to read literature from time to time. The only time he was able to read was when Kirby had the powers of a doctor, and from that he has learned that literature bores him.
Ah, I recall. You too cannot read. It must be bad for you to live without such a big pleasure.
Kirby shakes his hat to tell Monica that he does not to read. GUI has never read a book before. Maybe books can have an answer to the big questions in life. I don't know GUI's voice. Kirby then says before giving GUI a doctor's pill he eats so he can get to powers of a doctor. GUI then gets a pair of glasses that show his new abilities.
Oh, GUI, you want to give literature a try? I am sure you won't regret it. Hey everyone, there is someone interested in joining our club. But Monica, that blue creature is part of dark matter. The matter that is the manifestations of dark power of the third eye. I don't want to have such a dangerous creature join the club. Pollo! Pollo! I am sorry, don't hurt me.
GUI doubts he can find the purpose of life here. That girl with purple eyes acted out of fear. Fear of dark matter and fear of Kirby. Kirby is a hero, and he did his job by facing his fears with kindness. When GUI traveled alongside Kirby, he saw him help everything and everyone, even if that results in him facing things that purple-haired girl would be afraid of. GUI decides to leave the club room and look for a place less defined by fear. Kirby follows him, and now that GUI has the doctor ability, all of these weird letters form words GUI can read. So many clubs GUI could try out. But one club stands out to him, the Philosophy Club. Even though GUI never heard that word before, he now knows that philosophy is the word he always looked for. He just knows it. GUI and Kirby then enter the room of the Philosophy Club. They look around and can see 4 girls talking about something.
Pollo! Welcome, Kirby and GUI. We currently talk about the multiverse and nature versus nurture. Oh? If you two would like, we can discuss that topic in detail. We always accept new perspectives. Especially considering you are dark matter and yet you are not evil. Pollo! Hey everyone, we have some interested visitors.
The other club members all turn around and look at GUI and Kirby.
Oh, they both look so cute. Can I pet you?
Kirby nods. Amy pats Kirby on the head. Who the hell is Didge?
Can I pet you, Mr. Blue Blob?
GUI nods. Didge pats GUI on the head.
They both want to join our discussion, so I think we should continue to talk and incorporate them. Sure, I have heard so many exciting stories from these two. They must be very wise since they had so many adventures. I always wanted to see the wide world. I really envy that you two can travel without fear. Boyo, Papa Boyo. That is a good idea. If I could get some friends, I could feel safer, especially someone like Avari. I would also be open to join on an adventure. The thrills would be so enticing. I can also imagine joining you on an adventure. As long as we don't explore anywhere too dangerous, I would also be in. Thanks to all of you. I really look forward to an adventure. So many wonderful worlds we can see. So many potential sights. Aye, boyo. I am not really sure whether going right now would be a good idea. Boyo. I am sure we can do that. Oi. Does everyone agree to Kirby's idea?
Everyone nods. This has not been what Gui expected entering the club. Gui has expected to learn something, but instead Kirby was the teacher. Maybe the answer to the big questions in life are already solved. No, they're not. Already solved by his friend Kirby. Maybe thinking about the big questions is a dumb endeavor. No, Gui, don't do it! Gui drops his doctor ability. No! And everyone is excited to just have some fun. The end! You now unlocked additional stories. Choose new game to play them. Okay. No, Gui, continue to seek enlightenment. Don't just let Kirby tell you things. Yeah, whatever. Like, why though? Choose new game. Okay, so now that unlocked library. But we're gonna look at Amy's gift first because it was next on the list. So there. It was a very normal day today.
I know what I can do today.
Amy thinks of her friends. Kuninobu, Hibari, and Kia. She can write a poem for one of them. She is sure she can make it something truly special for one of them. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think a girl of your choice will like. Try to get all three for different routes. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything about these characters or what their interests might be, but I guess we'll drop a save, and we'll try to get each of them. I'm going to assume that the words are split up the same way they would be in DDLC. So let's just see. We'll start with a Yuri poem, I guess. Eternity. Graveyard. No, they're not, because those would both have been Yuri words. Well, then it's effectively random, isn't it? Criminy. I have no idea. You know what, we're just gonna mash on 3 and see what we get first. Amy now proudly holds her poem in her hands. She takes a close look at the poem. She then realizes that this would be great for Hibari. And she looks at her phone and sends her a text to ask whether she has time right now. Luckily she can, and so she heads to the location of her friend. Amy went to the local beach next to the Grand Sea. Hibari seems to be observing the area like she expects something attacking any moment.
Hey, Amy, I'm about to do something big.
A fast object flashes through the sky, but Hibari dodges it.
You know you can't hide forever, Annabelle. We both know how this goes. Either you go out of hiding or I find you, Annabelle.
Hibari walks off to investigate the source of the shot. A small smoke cloud appears that silently has a red demon appear. Amy takes a step back, not wanting to interrupt their fight. Annabelle then takes out her bow and shoots towards the direction where Hibari went.
Here you are.
Hibari uses her scissors to swing towards Annabelle, but she teleports again. She uses the opening to shoot another arrow at Hibari, this one hitting Hibari.
Are you alright? Do I need to get you anything? It's alright, getting hit is part of any fight.
You were shot with an arrow! Hibari takes another swing at Annabelle, but she misses. But Hibari was not aiming for Annabelle, she was aiming at her bow, and with one snap the bow is broken.
I see.
Annabelle then punches Hibari in the gut, not showing any signs of backing down. Hibari falls to the ground.
You just got to witness my power. It is always the most fun to beat challenges while someone is watching. I go home now. You can do with her whatever you want. Well, looks like I'm going to give Hibari my poem once she is conscious again.
The end! Try to get the other poem results. We have unlocked more stories too, apparently. Okay. Well, that's fine. It's like resetting when I click that OK button. That's why it takes so long. But, Yeah, still no clue. I mean, it's not like I put much effort into analyzing that poem game. I don't know why I'm, like, clicking through the menus. I can just reload it. I'm dumb. Just get to it. Just get to the poem. We could just take our chances. I mean, like, it's a 1 in 3, right? Basically. It's a 1 in 3, and if we don't get it, we'll just do something else. Oh, looks like we got a different one. I saw the thing. She then realizes that this would be great for Kia! Perfect, okay. Then I can safely hit skip until it gets to the new stuff. Amy heads towards the middle of the wild outside of town. Amy can see Kia and Hiroto, Sayori's father, work on a bridge. Kirby?
Pollo!
Okay, it says, hello Amy, me and Hiroto just finished fixing up a bridge. Why does it say Kirby? What? Yeah, it's like... There is no Kirby here! There is no Kirby!
Since the bridge is very important to get past Iggy's kingdom, it was my duty as president of Sewing Club to fix this bridge. That sounds great. I did not know what Hiroto was interested in sewing. You've never expected to see him help you.
I was the vice president of the Sewing Club back when I was a child. I wanted to relive some of my old passions, and soon I was with Kia, fixing this bridge.
That sounds great. I am glad you can have fun with your hobbies. Anyway, I wrote a poem for you, Kia.
Amy gives the poem to Kia. Kia reads the poem. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what happened. Okay, whenever they're, like, defining names in, like, the code, there's, like, an abbreviated version of each person's name, and it's usually just the first letter of their name. Because they had the Kirby segment, where Kirby's name was defined with a K, we also have Kia here, whose name is also defined with a K, and it's defaulting to Kirby instead of her name.
This poem is great. Thank you so much, Amy. No problem. I wanted to make it something great for you. You were very nice to me, and I wanted to make you a nice gift. You really didn't need to do this. This truly means a lot to me. I am going to do my best to give you something in return. You don't need to do anything specific in return. Being my friend is all you need.
Oh, that sounds like something my daughter would say.
You are right, your daughter is a little like Amy. I actually would have rather expected a poem from her since she is in the larger club after all. But this is still a very pleasant surprise, thank you. No problem.
The end! Try to get the other poem results. Did we unlock more stuff? Or is that it? It seems to be resetting, so I don't think we unlocked anything else. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, that's 2 out of 3. Will we get lucky and get the third one without trying? Or will we continue to get, like, weird results? We'll see who we got. Looks at the poem. No, not Hibari again. No good. I refuse to try. I refuse. It's just gonna happen by RNG eventually. Nope, not Kia. We already saw hers. We're gonna get it eventually. And no, I cannot keep track of any of these voices I'm using for them. There we go. She then realizes that this would be great for Conan or Kuninobu. Sure. She looks at her phone and sends her a text to ask whether she has time right now. Luckily she can, and so she heads to the location of her friend. I can read words. Amy heads towards the mansion Kuninobu lives in, and soon she can see Kuninobu and 2 others hanging out in the pool area. They seem to be singing something. Amy does not want to interrupt them, so she just listens to their song. Her poem can wait, and she knows that. They seem to have tons of fun. Amy did not know that Kuninobu sings like that in her free time. Amy is especially impressed by her singing voice. Although maybe Kuninobu uses something to alter her voice, or it is just playback. But even if that is the case, she still seems to do good mouth movements. At least Amy thinks so. Soon they seem to stop their singing.
That was very good.
I don't have a voice for you.
Oh, thank you. I am very proud of my performance. How did you manage to get such a good singing voice? Expensive voice therapy. Basically, I have the ability to adjust my voice to make it sound like almost any female now. I could probably now voice act an entire video game by myself and one would not notice. That sounds great. Anyway, I wrote a poem for you.
Amy gives Kuninobu the poem. Kuninobu begins to read the poem.
Oh, this poem is great. Thank you. No problem, Kuninobu.
The end. Try to get the other poem result. No, we already did it. We've done it. It is accomplished. We can move on. Yes. Moving on. With... Let's see, yeah, I guess it's... Wait, no. Yeah, wait, that was the one we just did. So Zuiho's gift is the next one. It was a normal day for me as a resident of the village led by Queen Baosuki. Okay, I guess I should probably try to read it in a female voice.
My name is Zuiho, turtle lover and one of leading the local mart. I have prepared a little gift for my Queen Baosuki since I felt it was appropriate for such a great queen. As I walk in, I can see Baosuki and her second-in-command, Bonica, watch TV. Oh, what are you guys watching?
We are watching Melissa and Esther.
What is the episode about?
It is about Melissa meeting a creature called a Stitched. Stitched are humans that have been cut in pieces and stitched back together to combine the magical potential of all and unlock the third eye. And while Melissa tries to see the good in them, her friend tries to get her to understand that sometimes killing is the only option.
We are now at the climax of the episode where Melissa has a spindle scythe with which she can tear the Stitched apart and their existence. That sounds so cool, I think I am going to join you. I then sit down and join the two in watching the show. It is clear that Melissa is not happy with what she has to do. While Gregory, Dolores, Chert, and even Esker told her to use this weapon, it just does not sit right with her. She stares at the Stitched. It has very pale skin and an eye on its forehead. The only color it has is a pale purple from the hair and orange from its third eye. It flings its knife at Melissa, and she gulps, knowing that if she does not use her weapon, it is too late. It flings his knife. She swings her spindle scythe, it chopping off the head, which causes the body to fall down. The body is very dry. It was clearly not alive before, it was just moving. Melissa turns around and runs away, not wanting to think about the situation. She heads back to her friend, Esker, who is currently sitting around at a campfire roasting a marshmallow. Melissa sits down next to him and also takes a marshmallow.
How did it go?
I used it. I think I did the right thing.
You did. Would you not have killed it, it would have only harmed others. If you can even call it killing, these stitches are not alive from all I know. Did it look alive, Melissa?
No, it looked dry. But yet, it looked more alive than you and I combined. Think about it. It is a being made off the combined of several beings. It has more soul than us.
I am no expert, but even if Stitched are alive, they don't live a happy life.
I guess you are right about that.
Come on, we should probably change the topic and have some fun. Let's eat some marshmallows.
Yeah, you're right.
This was the end of the episode.
So this really was not what I expected. I know the show always had strange elements, but this one went more into horror than any episode before.
That may be true, but I enjoyed the change of pace. Considering that the stitches have been scientifically proven to be possible.
But I am sure that if we ever encounter a real Stitch, that Baosuki can burn them to death. So the contents are much more horrifying if they can actually be real. Maybe this episode was made to explain the concept of Stitched and to ensure everyone that they can be killed.
Yeah, probably. So, I will make it law now that Stitched can be killed without any punishment. I am also sure I can convince the Empress to make that a law as well.
If you give me permission, I can let the Empress out of her cell.
That sounds good. Do that.
I
walk into the Empress's cell. Hey, Colonel, Baosuki wants to speak to you about Stitched. Huh? Sorry, I think I have spaced out. Wait a second. The Empress stares at the wall like she sees something. Is it really you, Hallie?
Yup.
I don't think it is Hallie. You are probably just hallucinating again. No, it looks different this time. Almost like I can see something more real. And now that you say it like that, there is something. Can I take a look at the wall as well? Of course. I walk up to the wall and look against it. There is something off. It is an reflection. It is hard to tell, but there is something. I should probably ask Baosuki about that. Baosuki, there is something wrong with the wall of Empress's cell. Baosuki then takes a look at the wall.
Hello?
And Baosuki knocks against the wall.
Well, I guess I don't really get to say. It's blank.
Baosuki is very sure that something is there, but she does not see any way to prove anything. It is you, Hallie. I thought I would never see you.
Where'd that text box go? We did meet in Tokidoki Dimensions, but we could have also met there. But in some other mod, we did not meet. We'll just go with the one that's true.
Oh, that is interesting. I have another take on her. No worries, I am not Monica who deleted her empathy or whatever.
So, that Hallie you dream about is behind the wall now.
Yes, this is so great. But since this is only a short story of an anthology, we don't have much time. And unless Treasure Superview makes a birthday adventure remake or a sequel, this will be the last time that the Treasure Superview take on myself, will ever exist. Can't you just live happily ever after with Basuki? Maybe. Let's face it, if Hallie wants to date Monica, Hallie will play Monica After Story.
And he doesn't.
I don't know what this means. You don't need to. If I ask you for your opinion, I will create a split in timelines. So, goodbye, Hallie. I know this may be awkward if this is the first time we meet or if you did not play the Mod Birthday Adventure, but this is a really big thing for me. I am ready to go on a date with you. Basuki throws a big smile.
Yes! Yes!
Basuki hugs the Empress. I think I'm going to give you two your well-deserved privacy.